A lot of news has been stirring up the Star Wars universe. From old actors reprising their roles like Natalie Portman and Ian McGregor, to new actors joining the Star Wars franchise such as big name Henry Cavill. We will be diving into what has been officially confirmed, just rumors, or information that has been backed up by actors but just waiting on 100% official confirmation. But first, if you are a small channel, make sure you comment down below under my thread so we can build a community to help grow everyone's channels by subscribing to each other who comment down below. We will start off this topic with the reports of Ian McGregor and Natalie Portman joining the cast of Ahsoka Season 2. Daniel Richman has claimed that Ian McGregor's return is confirmed for Ahsoka Season 2, but his character role within the season has not yet been confirmed. It is safe to assume that Obiwan will factor in as a character in the World Between Worlds in Clone Wars flashbacks, just like Anakin was in Season 1 of Ahsoka. We know this is a strong possibility as within the Clone Wars flashback with Anakin, actress Ariana Greenblatt, who played the role of young Ahsoka, is confirmed to return along with Anakin actor Hayden Christensen. It would make the most sense for Obi-Wan to appear as a flashback as he died a long time before the events of the Ahsoka show. Even though he could arrive as a Force ghost, I don't believe he will, as he wasn't Ahsoka's master. Even though he did serve guidance to Ahsoka and was a close friend, I believe they will leave those intimate Force ghost moments to be between Ahsoka and her master Anakin. Also, with Anakin, Obi-Wan, and young Ahsoka all being in the show, that means we will finally get to see them all together fighting in the Clone Wars in live action. The only thing that would make it even better is if Rex is there with them, which is a possibility as he did have an appearance for a few seconds in the first flashback for the Clone Wars in Ahsoka Season 1. The next part of this report is that Natalie Portman is also in the mix for returning as Padme in Ahsoka Season 2. Those reports weren't as cut and clear with a confirmation of her being in the show as much as Anakin and Obi-Wan are, but it's still being talked about heavily, especially how Natalie Portman said in an interview a while back that she would love to return to the role as Padme and she's just waiting on a call from Lucasfilm. Other talks stated that she actually had recorded a scene as Padme in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, but it was eventually cut from the show. If that rumor is accurate, that can help support the claims of her being in Ahsoka Season 2, as she already filmed a return as Padme in another project. Unfortunately, Lucasfilm denied those rumors of her involvement in Obi-Wan, but that still wouldn't change the possibility of her being in Ahsoka, especially since they do tend to lie to hide spoilers from fans. I would also think it can be a good idea to involve Padme and Ahsoka, as they both did have a good relationship together in the Clone Wars, and she's a big part of why Ahsoka is the way that she is today. Padme helped her with her worldview and seeing the world and politics outside of the way the Jedi forced her to see it. Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Padme all played a crucial role into Ahsoka's development, and I think it would lead to some very important lessons for her character if all three of them appeared. The next bit of information flowing through the internet is Superman star Henry Cavill to join the Star Wars universe. The rumor is stating that he is in talks for an undisclosed role in the new Star Wars trilogy that the creator of Dark Phoenix, Simon Kinberg, is set to write and produce. It is well known that Henry Cavill is a huge nerd and loves to play characters in these big fantasy and superhero franchises. But he cares so much about the worlds of these franchises where he doesn't just blindly jump into a role to live out his childhood dream, as he only wants to do these roles if the script is good and it does the franchise justice. As we saw with how he left The Witcher because he had creative differences with the way the story was heading, and he didn't want to be part of something that could potentially ruin a franchise that he loves dearly. In an interview where Henry Cavill was asked about him potentially joining Star Wars, he said that he is a fan of the movies, but first he would have to read a script and speak to a director, because if the script sucks, he wouldn't want to do it. He said he would have a lot of fun to work on a Star Wars movie, and it would be ideal, but we'll have to see if there's a script that he enjoys enough to partake in the universe, which I think is a very good thing, as it would persuade the writers and studio to perfect the story to get Henry Cavill involved. And if it comes out as 100% confirmation that Henry Cavill is joining the new Star Wars trilogy, then that should give us high hopes for the movie to be good, as he was willing to take the role. With that all being said, make sure you hit that subscribe button to hear more future news. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts about this information are and what you'd like to see out of these characters in future Star Wars projects.